but I think they get a sense this win streak is about here to end in about 8.5 minutes.
It's Smoke against Davis. Look at him dig and fight. Posey keeps it alive, but picked up by Head. Vanier caught about 3. Posey closes in the drive and a foul. On the Celtics. Looked like maybe Pierce came up with it. He did. And Pierce comes up with his second personal foul. This will send Shane Vanier to the free throw line. And Doug, these are some very revealing numbers. If your reputation is built in the playoffs, there's been not much of a reputation for these players at all.
Well, obviously Yao Ming is out. Tracy McGrady is the guy who has gotten all the heat through the years of not getting his team through a playoffs. But how about these other guys? Al Gasol of the Lakers going to be very critical to them. Has never won a playoff series. Grant Hill of the Suns. Dwight Howard of the Magic. And we just talked about Tracy McGrady of the Rockets. So key guys on a lot of key teams. Never won a playoff series.
19 points down. Full court pressure. Pierce. Glenn Davis. Pierce at 7 of 15. The screen draws the double. Davis is left free. Oh, how about Big Baby inside?
Swinging right-hand jump hook. Got that front line that went to the Final Four, what, a couple years ago? Tyrus Thomas and Big Baby, right?
Yep. Good names.
The Bulls wish that Tyrus Thomas would play like he did going to the Final Four.
Pierce picks up his third. 2 years ago, Glenn Davis was the Southeastern Conference Player of the Year. Take a look at the Rocket offense.
Well, this is what's happened tonight during this streak. They've averaged almost 101 points tonight, only 58. Look at the shooting, three-pointers, free throw attempts. It's just this Boston defense has been smothering tonight, and nobody has been able to pick up the pace. They've done a great job on Tracy McGrady. McGrady only 4 of 11 tonight for 8 points.
Eddie House and Kevin Garnett have just checked in for the Boston Celtics. Came in for Pierce, and picks up the personal foul. He's got 2. Kevin tonight, 14 points, 6 of 16 from the field with 8 rebounds. What a difficult stretch. The Texas Triangle. San Antonio last night for the Celtics. Top team in the West. Houston tonight. Dallas on their doorstep in a couple nights. Big team.
How about Dallas, though? The little notes that Ernie threw out tonight, they have not beaten a team over 500 since the trade to Jason Kidd. That does not bode well for the playoffs.
They won 5 straight going into tonight from the loss. Cassell to Garnett, fouled by Harris. KG will go to the free throw line. And that is the third on Harris. And here is Garnett for MVP. Let's take a look at the national TV schedule. ESPN tomorrow, Detroit, Cleveland, Golden State Clippers. Friday, NBA TV, Denver, New Jersey. Sunday on ABC, San Antonio, Dallas. Kevin Garnett.
And how about these numbers here? The teams who have had the biggest turnaround: San Antonio 97-98, that was Duncan, plus 30. San Antonio 89-90, David Robinson. Phoenix, Steve Nash. Boston 79-80, Larry Bird. And it looks like the Celtics are going to pass all these teams. They're plus 29, it'll be plus 30 tonight. If that's the case, Kevin Garnett, one of those guys all have in common. They've all been MVPs in the NBA.
Yes. And Ray Allen, too, who's going to be a huge factor for this team, you know, come playoff time. Johnny Jackson brings it in. And trying to get it. Here it does. And a foul. Doug, it's interesting, too, because Ray Allen, probably of the 2 new players, has been cumbersome, probably isn't the correct word, but it has certainly been an interesting journey to try to get him to mix and blend and match with this Boston team.
Yeah, Doc Rivers told us the last time we were in Boston Garden that his biggest, challenge was getting Ray Allen involved offensively to make his life easier. I think they're still in the process of doing that. Obviously, they're doing a pretty good job with their record, but I think they'd like to be hitting on all cylinders going into the playoffs, especially on the offensive end. We know their defense has been there.
House for three over Jackson. Rebound by Kevin Garnett. And that is his 9th rebound with 16 points.
The size of Boston tonight. Houston has just not had any answers. And Rick Adelman told David Aldridge that at the end of the third quarter. And that's been the difference. Is Sam Cassell misses, but you know the Houston team is very small now. Without Landry, without Yao Ming, they do not have much size on that front line, and you can't play Matumbo that many minutes.
With the front court scoring right there as we're halfway through this fourth quarter. Scola sheds Garnett. Had to scoop it up with a finger roll and a foul. All right, a timeout. Houston coming into tonight and won 22 consecutive games. It looks like right now that it's going to fall. And Boston on top by 21.
The NBA on TNT, brought to you by Acura. Acura Advance. By Lexmark, the printer company that goes to work for some of the world's most important companies. By DirecTV. If you consider yourself a sports fan, you've got to get DirecTV. And by T-Mobile, the official wireless partner of the NBA. T-Mobile. Stick together. TNT Tuesdays. They may not get each other.
Look at the spread of the trabecular pattern.
I need subtitles walking in here. But they always get the truth.
Didn't you think I was clear?
Sometimes. Both. Tuesday at 10. Only on TNT. We know drama.
No team is to take a look at Tracy McGrady, a disappointing 4 of 11 spree on the field with 8 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. Scola at the line. Doug, no team has a better record in the NBA than the Boston Celtics when shooting under 45%, 15-7, and tonight the Celtics shooting 41%.
So that means they win with their great defense. We've seen their defensive numbers, but their offensive efficiency, they get to the free throw line, and they shoot the three at a high percentage, 38%. So you combine the defense, the three-point shooting, and the free throw line, and that's why they're 15-7. You see the numbers of these other teams. So it's amazing. Last year in that number, just to give you an idea of what Boston did last year, Kevin, they were 9-35 when they shot under 45%.
18 for the big ticket. Steve Novak has come in for the Houston Rockets. He's out of Marquette. He's played in the D-League a little bit. Second-year player, Luther Head, lives on Cassell. Scola.
Scola's pretty strong in there. That's how he put a little bump on Kevin Garnett when it knocked him on his heels there, but Scola has been a working man's game for him. Tonight he has 15, but he's worked for every one of those baskets.
I think McGrady is finished for the night.
I think he's finished. Shane Battier, yes. With Novak and those guys out on the floor, I think that Rick Adelman recognizes they got this trip coming up, and he wants them to be fresh as they head to New Orleans.
Red got the rebound and knocked it off the Scola. Top 2 teams in the NBA. Even if Houston goes on to lose, they will still be in first place. Although record-wise, they'll be tied with the Lakers. They have beaten the Lakers 2 of 3, so statistically, mathematically, they'd be in top of Los Angeles. But you just wonder how long as Harris picks up the foul for the Houston Rockets. You just wonder how this loss, and you've talked about this extensively tonight, will translate from this point on. There have been other teams in the league, Doug, that have had these runs. Certainly not 22 consecutive wins, but runs in double-digit wins who have then fallen off and had a bit of a drop.
Well, I mean, they could play great basketball in the next 3 games and lose all the games because they're probably going to be the underdog in all these 3 games on the road. So the key for them is to continue to believe in themselves, not lose confidence in why they've won all these games, and continue to work and do the things they're doing. If they'll do that, they'll find a way to win some games. But their end schedule is very difficult, Kevin. 10 of their last 15 are on the road, and it's not going to be an easy road, for the Houston Rockets. They've played great basketball during this stretch, but they're going to have to continue to believe in themselves and keep their confidence levels high.
Rookie Aaron Brooks is out of Oregon. He is in the game. He was the Pac-10 Player of the Year a season ago. He just picked up that foul. Garnett over Scola. It's a big baby. Rebounded by Harris. And Scola over Garnett.
difficult it is, though, for the Rockets players to finish inside over the longer Boston Celtic player, Kevin, again, how many times have we seen tonight where they've just been able to come down and drop the ball in and get an easy shot at the basket? They don't have that with Yao Ming being out, and that's why I think this 22-game winning streak has been so remarkable.
Garnett with a screen on him that opened up House for two. I know Doc Rivers, too, played a double-digit year career, 13-14 seasons. Certainly appreciates what the bodies of like a 10-year veteran Pierce, a 30-plus Ray Allen, and a 31-year-old Kevin Garnett have to go through. So not only pacing the team, it's also pacing these veterans too as they go through this regular season.
Well, they're preparing themselves to play through June. So you're not talking about the season ending in April. You're talking about it beginning in April. So you got 2 months that you've got to be fresh and ready. Now the key thing is the travel's less, and you don't play back-to-back games, so you can monitor your players a lot better. So that's why it's so important to have bench help getting yourself through the season.
Garnett now has a double-double, 18 points and 10 rebounds. He just collected his 10th moments ago. Great pass. Cindy Davis. And he beat Harris to the rim.
It's pretty active here tonight. So, it's Doc Rivers talked about playing P.J. Brown tonight, find out what he could do. But when he went to Leon Poe, that really changed the game tonight.
Poe with 18 off the bench. Garnett has it. Lead pass for House. Here comes Harris. House slides in. House is one of those players, along with Posey, that Boston was able to reel in once they had Allen and once they had Kevin Garnett.
And he's always been a guy that's played well. I mean, he played well in New Jersey. I mean, Phoenix really missed him. When they lost him coming off that bench, they really missed his production. There's another turnover, and it's just sort of really going south right now for Houston.
Rockets will still be 4 wins ahead of last season's pace. Last lost on January 27th against the Utah Jazz. Garnett takes it high and comes down hard. The big ticket. Puts a dagger into the Rockets in their 22-game winning streak.
I think on Doc Rivers, I get him out. I take a 20-second time to get him out. You don't want him going inside right now. The Rockets taking a hard foul on him because the frustration of losing this streak. That might get him out of the game right now.
Judd Posey hasn't scored tonight, but in 27 minutes he's collected 10 rebounds for the Boston Celtics.
That's what he does. He's a reliable defender. He can play multiple positions. He can shoot the ball from 3.
And then again, he's got 22 with 11 rebounds.
They're going to foul so they can get Kevin Garnett out of the game. I think this is a good move from Doc Rivers just to get him out of the game.
How about the Boston Celtics? Last night, they beat the defending champion San Antonio Spurs. Tonight, they stopped the 22-game winning streak of the Houston Rockets. They've got the best record in the NBA. They're already division champs, and they're rolling tonight. And let's revisit our Doug Collins keys, presented by Heineken. We took a look at these about 2 hours ago.
Well, defense never rests. Houston on pace for season low points. See what their season field goal percentage tonight. They shoot 40. Who wins the hustle game? Boston has done that. Second chance points, fast break, points off turnovers. You name it, points in the paint, 3-point shooting. 1 for 13 in the last 3 quarters. Boston did a great job defending the 3 in bench production. Normally, mainly Leon Poe coming off that bench with 18 points was the difference. Kevin, this game was tied 40 all at halftime. The Celtics have outscored the Rockets 51 to 25 now here in the second half.
Houston has only had 2 field goals in this fourth quarter. You take a look at Garnett, 22 and 11. Paul Pierce, 20, 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Moving through the night tonight on TNT. Inside the NBA, highlights from a very busy 7-game schedule. And Thursday, it's the Mavs taking on these same Boston Celtics, followed by the Lakers at the Jazz. 2 outstanding games. Coverage starts at 8 o'clock Eastern Time on TNT. Away. Harris got it. Head has it. Novak puts it back to Head. Hayes. Brooks to 3. Aaron Brooks. State of Washington High School Player of the Year.
He's one of those guards that were drafted to come in and try to take Ray Paulson's job if they signed Steve Francis. They had Mike James in here, and Ray Peralta in the last 2 months has played great basketball for this Rocket team. One of the reasons why they won 22 straight.
Home from Davis, who picks up the assist. Tony Allen never returned in this game after he took the hard spill. And I'm looking over on that bench. I don't see him. Do you? I think he's gone back in the locker room.
Yeah, he's probably gone back to a little ice and back in the locker room. But Doc Rivers got to be very proud of his team. You go into San Antonio last night, we talked about how important that game was for San Antonio. They jump out 22 points, and Boston does not panic. They find a way to win that game. Come in tonight, a team that won 22 straight. First half was a little erratic. He slowed them down in the second half. They've had a great second half. Defense has been terrific, and now they're going to get a little chance to rest, go on to Dallas, and then finish it up in New Orleans. In between, Doc is going to see his son play for Georgetown.
Pretty good on that Texas Triangle. What they're aiming for right now is a win at Dallas. This is from the best road record team in the NBA. Tonight they'll be 25-8. The Celtics, best in the NBA. 7 consecutive road wins. And in the second game of a back-to-back now, 13-3, as good as you'll find in the league.
Well, that means you got high energy, very tough guys. You got a bench you can go to, and I said it before, I'm so happy for Doc Rivers. This guy who took a lot of losses in Boston, playing a lot of young guys, trying to get them ready, and those young guys that he played had value, and they were able to trade them and get veteran players, and that's why they are where they are today. So kudos to Doc Rivers, the job he's done this year. It's a Rick Adelman, 22 straight wins, second best ever. What a job he's done with this team in the face of losing Yao Ming for the season.
Brooks with 10 points in 4 minutes off the bench for the Rockets. Fans like that, but the standing ovation for a team that had won 22 consecutive games, second all-time in the history of the NBA, and they are given a standing O as they go to the locker room. Our producer tonight, Scott Cottrell. Our director, Lonnie Dale. As the Celtics win their 13th game in the last 14, beating the top team in the Western Conference by 20. Let's go to DA.
Kevin, nobody else could do this for almost a month. You guys were able to come in and get this done. How did you do it?
Defense. You know, the Rockets have been playing some unbelievable basketball. You know, 22 wins in any kind of major sport is hard to do. But we've been on a little streak of our own. You know, we lost to Utah as of late, but it's been our defense that started our streak, and there was no difference tonight.
You guys came back from a large deficit last night in San Antonio. A lot of energy. You got great bench production tonight, especially from Leon Poe.
This team has a lot of depth, man. I don't think, you know, people really give our bench a lot of credit, but it's all good. You know, we're team in progress, and you know, it's good to have a consistency to what we're doing, man. It feels good.
I know you probably heard what was said by your former owner in Minnesota.
I did.
You have
What
it.
happened?
Your former owner in Minnesota, Glenn Taylor, this afternoon in practice said that he believed that last year when your team was losing, he used the word tank to describe what happened last season.
I'm in Boston. I care less what Glenn Taylor thinks of Kevin Garnett. Right now, huge win for us. That's nonsense. I don't even know why he would bring that up, but, you know, it shows the taste of some people, but it's good to see you.
Kevin, always good to see you. Good luck with you on the rest of the two-step.
Tell Charles and Kenny and Ernie, I said what up.
Okay. Charles, Kenny, Ernie, Kevin, what up?
Special thanks tonight to Jeff Paris, Jeremy Levin, Sammy Polis, Rick Maldonado, and Pat Thornton. For Doug Collins, David Aldridge, and the rest of our crew, Kevin Harlan saying goodnight from Houston, Texas. Number 23 was not meant to be tonight on TNT. The streak is over for the Rockets. The team with the best record in the NBA, Boston, does them in. Let's go to Atlanta.